This is Pat Irwin. He was the composer of But I'm a Cheerleader, a wonderful composer. We wrote a lot of music together, and just want to thank you for being here 20 years later and talking with me about our process together.
Thanks, Jamie. It's good to see you. What I remember is that I loved the sense of humor and the subject matter. The thrill of it, though, is that it's had such an impact. And I teach now at both NYU and Brooklyn College for film and television. And I think of this film often. And every year, students want to talk about it. It's a real honor to be a part of it. The mix, by the way, is fantastic. You know, there's a lot of instruments, and you wanted sparkling sounds and celeste, glockenspiel, vibraphones, and you were really specific, and thankfully so, about the title cards. You know, having a distinctive sound, the harp. So there were a lot of sounds, and they're kind of pulsing, and at times they're not comfortable, which doesn't always make for the easiest kind of score, where you have pads, it's like a cushion where the dialogue rests on it. And you and the mixer or whoever did a really good job of maintaining the quality of being able to understand the dialogue.
Yeah.
Underneath that music. I mean, it's excellent.
For me, it was for the production design too. I was really interested in the male and female constructs. And so I thought, you know, it's called But I'm a Cheerleader, and Megan is a femme. And in the lesbian community, that was a breakthrough that a femme could be the leading character who rescues the butch, because almost always it's the opposite. So I wanted the music to have the celeste and the harp and the typical feminine fairy tale sounds, just all the things I had grown up with as a girly girl. But then what was so brilliant about your music, and what I also loved about the B-52s, is that it had that kind of sparkle and the female voices. And then Fred's such a weirdo. So it also was like a mix of these female voices that are very girly girl, and then this kind of punk avant-garde energy, which I also was super into punk music too. So it felt like you would understand that bizarre combination.
It was right in my wheelhouse.
The one piece of score I love the most over time, it's just 20 years, I get so excited when the scene happens, really just because of the score, because there's no real dialogue, is the scene where Natasha, Megan, is sneaking into the final graduation. And she's hiding underneath a bench. I think we did that together in your studio. It was one of the last things we did, but I love that piece. There's so much drive and fun. It's so great. And the way it maneuvers, I love it, Pat.
Oh, Jamie, thanks. You know, I watched the movie again and I didn't remember it, which made watching it really exciting, because I immediately thought about what you wanted. I remember wanting to get that. And I think it's really important for composers to be able to get what the director wants. But I think we did a really good job. And finding a common vocabulary is tricky, and it's emotional, and it's, you know, there are all sorts of challenges. But I listened to that music, and it's a combination of those things that you mentioned, and also it was effective. It was exciting. It brought together all of the elements of the film at that one particular point. And the vocal, which was totally your idea, having that kind of a singing motif, really grabbed me. But we used what we had, and I think that's really important.
So thank you, Pat, for talking to me today and catching up 20 years later on our collaboration. I appreciate all your wonderful music. Every time I watch the movie, I'm like, so much fun.
Thank you so much. And thank you, Jamie. It's great to see you after all these years. And most of all, I want to thank you for allowing me and having me as a part of the movie. I'm very, very, very pleased to be a part of it. Thank you.
Thank you.